Snow crews were hard at work today making sure roads were clear and safe. We saw snow, sleet, even some freezing rain not too long ago, so those crews will continue to be working on those roads later tonight. John, tonight council will look at many items, including amendments to the gathering ordinance throughout the city and a possible bonus for city employees.
If you're in the market for a new vehicle, the city of Harrisonburg has some, but it's not what you'd expect.
With exactly 4 weeks until Election Day, poll workers have been on the ground running, making sure every vote gets counted in this unusual voting season.
It's definitely a heavy enough snow. You could pick it up, maybe make some snowballs with it, some snow angels. If you'll be ordering online this holiday season, here are some tips to repurpose your packaging. And the fun continues as the zip line is open to all ages. A quick turnaround announcement of Governor Justice's victory. Minutes after the polls closed last night, the AP declared him as the winner. Congregation members of Asbury and Otterbein United Methodist churches can enjoy the Christmas Eve service from the comfort of their vehicles by tuning their radios to the right station.
The fire department was walking around and handing out pamphlets, talking with those who live around the explosion site to see if they've seen any damage to their home. Late summer and early fall seem to be the most frequent times, and this can cause many problems for the park.
Red is not up for adoption just yet.
I'm on North Lewis Street where I talked to some homeowners about how the rain last night affected their house.
Since October 12th, this team has been working hard to get every vote counted.
We process like 300 or 400 a day, and this year was our biggest turnout.
This year, ballots were able to be taken through the processing steps before Election Day to avoid an overload of ballots.
We get to open them and we mark them again in another book before they go into the machine.
For Alice Davis, the chief of absentee voting for the county, it means a lot to have a hand in the voting process.
To me, this is the people. If we don't do the ballots right, we don't know what the people want. And to me, it's just like it's mine. I handle it with care, and I want every vote to count.
Davis says she's been with this team for 5 years, and through their teamwork and the help of the registrar, the process has been smooth.
We work together as a team. We don't mind asking each other a question or asking, why did you do that or whatever, and we get together and make the decision.
And Friday at noon,
the last one on the books.
they took in their last ballot.
It had to be postmarked by Election Day, 7 p.m., and as long as it got to us by 12 o'clock today, it would be counted.
I knew it was going to take my legs off, because I know how those machines operate.
Arthur W. Mitchell's life changed October 23, 1978, when he was pulled into a corn picker. After what he believes was 25 minutes, his neighbor came to his rescue.
And I do believe that the Lord sent that young man down there. Accidents take their toll. And once an accident happens, you still got to deal with that the rest of your life.
Mitchell lost both his legs in the accident. Ever since, he wants to do what he can to prevent accidents in the future.
We're trying to teach them about farm safety, highway safety, being careful around this equipment, and trying to keep them from having an accident like I've had.
He wants to remind everyone to be safe on the road and when operating any farm equipment.
Stop. Think about what you're doing, and always keep in mind to be safe.
Reporting in Kieseltown, Stephanie Penn, WHSV.
We never forget.
Police officers and firefighters with Harrisonburg walked side by side to honor fallen first responders from the 9/11 attacks 19 years ago.
We're brothers in this together, so this was just a way to remember all those that had fallen and gave the ultimate sacrifice for this profession.
We may not have known the people that have perished that day, but it meant a lot for the simple fact that we're a close-knit group in the fire service. We're brotherhood and sisterhood, and we hold that dear to us.
Some wore gear, and members of HFD remember how much the fallen carried up with them that day.
They carried extra spare cylinders with them, they carried tools, they carried extra hose, and they were going up to do work, and so they took everything with them, and obviously it didn't come back down.
When you run it, you think about all of those that have fallen. You think of the 300 plus firefighters and the 60 plus police officers that lost their life that day, knowing that they might not make it home, and they still climbed those 110 stairs through the fire and the smoke, and none of them ever wavered in their duty.
And at the end, they went back to walk with the final climber.
Because we never leave anybody behind. As a police officer or a firefighter, you're only as good as the last man that's in your line, and you never leave anybody behind. You always make sure, with everything that you have, that you make sure everybody goes home.
NHPD and HFD hope to continue to honor the fallen together for years to come.
Good job, brother. Good job.
Reporting in Harrisonburg, Stephanie Penn, WHSV.